Moving on to dumb stuff that golfers buy, but I think more smart golfers are buying these than I thought about, because we just did a feature article on a training aid device that has sold over 250,000 of these units. And they only
Seems like a
expected
lot. I mean, I don't know. It sounds like a lot.
Dude, they thought they were going to sell 5,000. When I heard that they had sold 250,000 of these things, I was blown away. And the device is called PuttOut. Tony got one a couple years ago, and he became instantly addicted to this thing. I don't think I have ever personally seen so much positive feedback about a training aid in all the years I've been doing golf. So why is this thing so addictive, and how did you get addicted to it?
It's just fun, right? And there's a challenge in it, right? Because like it's that immediate response where a lot of these things you're like trying to, move your putter through gates or something like that. But something with the PuttOut when it goes up that ramp and sticks in that hole, like it's euphoria when that happens. And because
it's so damn hard to get it to do it too.
And when it like almost sticks, when you think you've got it and it rattles out, it's like crushing, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get it again, and I got a run, and I hit like 3 in a row. I got to stick, and it, like one of the best days of my life, right? But the other piece of it too, like I know, right?
Aren't you married?
We need to get you out more.
Yeah, well. And one of the other thing that's really cool, like I'm always trying to get my kid interested in golf, and she'll go to the golf course with me because she likes to drive the cart, and she'll hit 3 balls and call it a day, and again get back to driving the cart, and not particularly well, I might add. It's dangerous, but like she loves using the PuttOut. Like she's like, hey, can we putt? Can we get this out? And so to kind of see her go through the same thing, where even if she doesn't give a shit about golf, like there's something
awesome
about getting that ball to stick in that stupid little hole that motivates her as well. So
I think
it's just really cool.
Just seeing Tony's reaction to it is why they've sold 250,000.
Exactly, and this isn't by chance. I mean, they didn't stumble upon this, in my
That's
opinion,
smart.
by luck. These people behind this company, come to
Real
find
smart.
out, are sharp, and
Real
they
smart.
are good at everything I've seen them do so far, including the putting mats that they do. We haven't tested them yet, but after testing lots of mats over the years, even like the backing and the way they did the mat, the things they do just seem to make sense, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I don't know what the mats go for, and I'm not going to tell you it's the best putting mat ever. I haven't played with enough putting mats to really have any sort of real input on the comparative quality. But what I do love, like you said, everything is kind of well thought out, and you have these alignment lines, right? And just about most of these little mats have alignment lines, and you're like, yeah, whatever. But for me, it was like, all right, screw it. I'll use the alignment line and see what happens. And I put my putter down because it's kind of like, it's got like one of the lines is like a cross section. So you can really kind of put the ball dead center. You know where it is relative to everything else. And I put my putter down, and I'm like, wait a minute, something's wrong here. Like this looks centered to me. Like what looks centered, according to these alignment aids, is out on the toe. And sure enough, I learned that what looked centered to me was actually out on the toe. And so just because of this mat, I made a very small adjustment to my setup. And, it comes off the putter face different, right? Because now you're hitting it dead center in the middle where you're supposed to. And it's like one of those little things where just because of some simple little alignment thing that I initially thought nothing of, I found a flaw in my putting game.
Most of our readers have probably heard, or listeners of the podcast might have heard of PuttOut Golf. But if you haven't, go check out the article done by Rick Young. Really great piece about how it came to life and the iterations of where it started and where it is now and where they're going.